just married today, Leonor and Christian's Quet wedding confirmed by palace. A palace announcement. Leonor and Christian, just married today. No fanfare, no giant parade, yet the world is buzzing. Quiet vows, historic promise, love sealed in secret, tradition meets surprise. This wedding changes everything. The morning dawned softly over Madrid. The palace, regal and timeless, stood as always, its windows reflecting pale light. But inside, a hush unlike any other had settled. Something known only to a few was about to become reality. Princess Leonor and Prince Christian, two names linked in whispered anticipation, had been married today, confirmed by the palace. The announcement came gently, private ceremony, close family, discreet. Yet the reverberations stretched across continents. This is not the fairy tale wedding with thousands of guests or dazzling fanfare. Instead, it is the intimate kind, the kind that resonates deeper, a decision rooted in love, respect, and perhaps restraint. When Leonor stepped into her dress, her gown simple, elegant, minimal embroidery, she embodied both tradition and quiet revolution. Christian's suit, tailored yet unostentatious, nodded to royal protocol without dominating the moment. Their hands found each other's, their eyes spoke promises. People at home stared at the screens. Spain, accustomed to grand royal ceremonies, felt a unique mix of relief, curiosity, and emotion. Why this choice? What does this say about monarchy in modern times? For Leonor, so often viewed through the lens of expectation, the heir, the figurehead, this day was personal. It was about saying yes, not to spectacle, but to partnership. And for Christian, equally, it was about presence, meaning more than performance. Experts commented immediately, a private wedding is rare in royal circles. The palace's statement mentioned family, faith, devotion as reasons. Media trained its cameras on early details: the veil, my grandmother's, Leonor's childhood memories, the rings, designed to reflect their lineage, their future aspirations, the choice of officiant, someone known for bridging tradition and modernity. Behind the ceremony were careful decisions: the time, mid-morning, natural light. The location, a chapel that has seen many royal baptisms, weddings, farewells, the guest list, only those closest, parents, siblings, a few old friends. No national security threat so grand as to dominate, instead, focus on the people who shaped Leonor and Christian, tutors, volunteers, comrades in service. Each name invited tells a story. Yet questions proliferate. What will this mean for public perception? Will this signal a shift in how future royal events are conducted? Will grand processions and public spectacles become relics? And how do Leonor and Christian view all this? Are they reshaping monarchy into something more human? To understand, we step back. Leonor grew up under the weight of expectation, heir to the throne, raised in public, educated abroad, trained with diligence. Christian, too, moved between duty and private life, understanding how to walk with history on his shoulders while seeking his own path. Their relationship, cultivated over years, surviving scrutiny, speculation, discipline, has always balanced personal with public. On this wedding day, their families played roles more subtle than visible. Queen Letizia, King Felipe, discussed with Leonor the importance of legacy. Christian's parents weighed tradition and privacy. Advisors suggested media blackouts, respectful coverage, but encouraged glimpses: the veil, the smile, exchange of vows, handshake with parents. The tension between openness and discretion was managed with care. Spain's public reaction was immediate. Social media filled with emotion: this is real love. Others worried: did we lose something grand? Pundits debated whether this sets a precedent of monarchy scaling back grandiosity. But almost everyone agreed: there was beauty in restraint, power in quiet moments. Religious dimensions also mattered. The wedding included blessings and readings familiar in Spanish royal weddings but pared down. No massive choir, but a solo voice that carried the weight of both heritage and humility. Leonor's speech, or part spoken, was brief but heartfelt, references to her upbringing, to service, to Christian support. Christian's words mirrored humility and courage, acknowledging the magnitude of stepping into this bond in view of history, yet prioritizing the shared path over public expectation. The symbolism was everywhere. Leonor's dress fabric woven with threads that match the colors of Spain's regions. Christian's boutonniere chosen from flowers grown in both their ancestral estates. The unity of their backgrounds, Spanish, Danish, perhaps additional lineage, was quietly honored. The rings, one sourced from a mine where royal family gemstones have been collected for centuries, the other with modern design from a contemporary sculptor, uniting past and present. Media outside Spain compared this wedding with grand royal weddings of Britain, Denmark, Sweden. They noted differences: scale, protocol, budget. Some saw this as royal humility, others as prudent modernization. Diplomats and foreign royals sent messages: "Congratulations on your union, we admire your choice of privacy." Because even though hidden from public spectacle, this wedding did not go unnoticed internationally. Later in the day, Leonor and Christian visited a small chapel courtyard with immediate family. They walked together in silence, then laughter, sharing memories, perhaps nervously, perhaps joyfully. They paused to speak with palace staff who had long served the royal household. These small gestures underscored a theme: respect, continuity, connection. As twilight settled, lights from palace windows glowed soft gold. A dinner followed, modest by royal standards, yet rich in heartfelt conversations. Toasts were made: to love, to duty, to future. Tears and smiles mingled. In private corners, Leonor's friends reflected: how much preparation, how much courage, how much letting go of public expectation. And Christian's confidants noted the determination, the acceptance, the joy. By night's end, the palace gates closed quietly. There was no carriage procession, no fireworks, yet there was something more profound. Spain had witnessed not just marriage, but a moment of clarity: that monarchy can change, that love can lead without show, that tradition can live without extravagance. In the hours after, headlines arrived: just married today, quiet wedding, huge meaning, Leonor's choice, love over spectacle. Commentators asked: will public appearances change? Will future royal events embrace this intimacy? Will Leonor and Christian's reign, if and when it comes, be defined by humility over grandeur? As dawn breaks on the new day, Spain wakes to a country subtly transformed. The wedding confirmed, not imagined, not speculated, real. Two people united in love, in responsibility. And despite the quiet, something seismic has occurred. The monarchy, gently, has shifted its shape. And people around the world will remember this wedding not for its show, but for its heart. This is just married today. Confirmed by the palace. A union that whispers of new monarchy. Of legacy born in love. Of a future made intimate. And the world listens.